What's the first thing you should do if you find your pet is missing, if it's gone missing when you come home from firework night?
Well, the first thing is to actually do a bit of a door knock, because thankfully a lot of the lost pets are found not far from home, often in a neighbour's yard or in a neighbour's house where they're holding on to them. So start with a door knock. A lot of people make the mistake of just jumping in the car and driving around almost never ever finds a pet. But talking to people and door knocking does, and it might not get your pet home directly, but it can definitely give you information. So it can give you leads that you can then work on.
And you mentioned in a Facebook post recently about having a photo of your pet. I mean, I've got lots of photos of our pets, and we encourage people on boomerang-id to do the same. I'll just show you one. Is this a suitable photo? This is a little Chica here with some sunnies on.
I'd love to see her eyes.
So that's not a good enough photo?
Oh, no. We could use that, but honestly, I'd love to see her eyes. People connect with eyes, so okay, that would be terrific. Great.
So what kind of photo? Now, you've got some lost pet, lost dog posters, and you're talking about when people, and we'll talk about how people can get involved in your service in a minute, but tell us about your posters. Where do they go and how do they get distributed?
Yeah, so our posters have been designed on a few different levels. So involving marketing, because that's at the end of the day what you're doing is you're trying to market your lost pet poster to get people involved helping you. And it's also been designed with human psychology in terms of motivation and convincing techniques to get people to hand your dog back, particularly in stolen pet cases. But overall, it has a higher readership than most other lost pet posters. So, the more people you have reading it, the higher chance you have.
I notice on pretty well every lost dog, lost pet poster, lost cat, lost rabbit, there is a reward. Does it have to be a significant amount? Wouldn't people, want to give a pet back just because they thought it was the right thing to do?
Yeah, you're very right. It doesn't have to be a large amount at all. And in actual fact, the reason for inclusion of reward is in market research, it's actually expected to be on there by people. So people expect to see the words reward, but when you ask them whether they expect to get anything at the end of the day, the answer is no, but they do expect to see it on a poster. So interesting little thing there, and a lot of people do make the mistake of putting things like even $10,000, $20,000 rewards. That's the motivation, but I definitely advise against that. First of all, it has never worked, and secondly, it can be actually quite dangerous.
Fantastic advice. And we've heard all about Pet Search, and of course, this is just a huge plug for your wonderful service. But what about boomerang-id? Have you heard of them?
Oh, have I ever? I have 2 dogs here, and they both have all their boomerang-id.
Alrighty, we'll talk to you later. Thanks for joining us on the Pet Talk People. See ya.